Hey, good morning all. Slightly different video this morning. Haven't spoke much about sort of mindfulness and mental health as yet, uh, especially with the kids during lockdown. It's a bit crazy. I'm sure they're driving you up the wall. I know my two boys are very difficult at times. Yeah, just trying to keep it simple with them and not trying to get it too structured. They are only 6 and 4, so it's a little bit different to people that have got older kids and perhaps can manage their own sort of time and things like that. Yeah, it's definitely with younger kids. It's definitely challenging, particularly as I'm currently not working myself and just basically essentially the house husband, which is kind of a task which I'm enjoying actually. To be honest with you. Yeah, and looking after the kids has been challenging, as I said. Trying to keep them sort of engaged and entertained. But as the weeks have gone on during this lockdown, I found it's probably better not to keep things too structured. A bit of randomness is always good. We found basically just letting them have their own sort of playtime with a little bit of 1 hour or so, hopefully, of time for learning for the older one is usually suffice. And particularly as there are lots and lots of things that they can be learning about in the garden. They like playing with bugs. We made a bug hotel, which was quite cool actually, because I tweeted it, and Channel 4 documentary maker for Channel 4 has contacted me about using some of the footage. So that might be aired sometime soon. I will give a shout out as to when that might be, if they decide to use that footage, but that's great. So we just took a little box, put some vegetables in there, and made it a bit cozy for the bugs. So yeah, that's sitting in the garden. We'll have a look later on and see what's going on in there. If there's anything, any creepy crawlies and stuff inside, that'd be quite cool. Yeah, otherwise, as I said, it's just all about perhaps life sciences, finding out about sort of, I don't know, just pick up an atlas and look at countries. Here we've got in Anakin's room. Here we've got the solar system, which he's well aware of, and all the planets and things. It's a good idea just to actually use that time just to find out about things that may not be sort of featured in this sort of curriculum, particularly at their age, and just let them have a bit of time just to develop in other ways. Really, exercise is always good. Also, what we found, what might be a good idea for you guys, is something the school suggested when Anakin was misbehaving last year. Yes, I am wearing his sunglasses, which are quite small, even for him, oddly. Yeah, which is something more behavioural really, and we found it really helped him. So what it is essentially just a pom-pom jar, and every time there's a good deed or something done, he receives a pom-pom which collects up, similar to a money box, and basically a target of when it reaches to the top, which isn't almost there, he will basically get a small reward, and he likes Lego, and yeah, so he always wants the Lego set, so we'll look at getting him a Lego set. Yeah, definitely try it. It's something visual, and something that they can actually drop into the jar themselves, and essentially basically promotes good behavior and basically reward, a physical reward that they can see, which makes all the difference. Yeah, and that might also help at this time during lockdown, which basically is a case where they don't have structure, they're missing their friends. Also, what might be a good idea is, since everyone here is using Zoom and Microsoft Teams and a number of other sort of web chat applications, FaceTime and so forth, and House Party as some people might be using, we tend to forget that the little ones don't have access to that and don't have access to their friends anymore. So I think what might be a great idea is to basically pick up the phone and arrange with the friend's parent to have a chat over sort of one of the sort of mediums that I've just mentioned, and it might be just a great idea for our kids to basically see their friends as well, because I'm sure they're missing them as much as we miss chatting to our friends and family and so forth. For us, it's easy; we just pick up our phones and do that, but I don't think we see how difficult and challenging it is for the little ones to do that. So if we can make that easier, I think that might be a quick win. Let them see their best mate, have a chat, have a little bit of a chin wag, with their mateys, and yeah, it would be good for them, for their social, you know, just to have that little bit of a conversation, whatever that it might be. It might be about cars or Lego, or I don't know, some of the cartoons that they watch, which are all a bit crazy nowadays. And yeah, I'm sure you know. So yeah, keep doing your breathing exercises. A lot, you know, long, deep breaths in through the nose and slower out through the nose as well. A few times a day always helps. We tend to sigh our way through the day, particularly when the kids are driving me up the wall, you know. And so I have to tell myself as well to keep doing deep breathing exercises, which instantly just takes virtually most of the stress away in less than 3 minutes. So it's worth it. So yeah, definitely recommend that. I'll try and post some videos in you know, in the upcoming weeks about doing that. Also know a few good people who basically can who talk about deep breathing a lot more in detail. So if you do want more information, yeah, feel free to just drop a comment in, and I'll be happy to respond. Yeah, stay safe. If you like this video, if you like what you're seeing so far, I would love some feedback, and like, share and subscribe, as they say. Take care.